Daniela, and well, I'm going to explain you all these this title, Bleich and Mottram with tubular bells. And well, to start, I think it's important to define real quick the definition of art, but not in a typical way, but in music. So, in short, music is composed in a classical tradition and intend as serious art, especially distinguished from popular or folk music. So, what you're listening right now, it's a masterpiece, a classical song. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, it is a musical expression to the four seasons of the year composed by Antonio Vivaldi in 1720 and published in 1725 in Amsterdam. This piece is the best known of Vivaldi's work, and well, I know you recognize it. Now, what happens when a classical song, for example, helps to create a non-classical piece, as in traditional music or culture one, but as a popular one. So by this I mean that now a current pop work, and by this I mean that almost everyone can recognize a melody, for example, can be inspired by the classical music as we know it. What happens when you listen to this song? I know this song marked a whole generation, and well, you listen to it and you feel scared or even jumpy, and well, some people even said that this song is from the devil because it only appeared in a horror movie. So, well, that was a great success, But what if I told you that this song is actually different? By this I mean that it was created not to terrorize people, but it had a whole different purpose. To explain this, I will use some of the ideas that I understand from two texts. Sorry about that. One is called Toward the Design in Poetry by Eric Mottram, and the other one is The Materiality of Language and the Sacralization of Texts by Bleich. Anyhow, so its performativity act is simple, as listening, and it provokes you something. You listen to it, then immediately the image of a girl being exorcised comes to your head. But this song has another meaning, if you can call it like that. First, you need to understand that the language, in this case, the melody that you listened, helps the receptor to so that he or she can understand something, even if the song can be read. When you listen to it, it has some sort of message that you can call it the content, and the layout, that it's the form that it's represented. And what you get from this song is an experience. So you can be scared, or it can relax you or something. Even though Mottram and Bleich talk about text, the theory speaks of this theory. It you can apply it to other material. Music is language that everyone listens to, so it's produced by men and by men to men. Well, there another thing, it's nature and the sound of nature and everything, but that's another thing. Music echoes and explanations from the creator. In this case, Tubular Bells was composed by Mike Oldfield, and well, when it arrives, the complete piece of art, to a person, when you receive it, he or she will describe it with help from his or her experience. In this case, a curious fact is that this song was created because Oldfield took LSD and had a breakdown, mentally, emotionally, everything. It was strange. Well, he moved with his friends, and in 1763, Tubular Bells came out, and it was a complete success. Even though the movie The Exorcist, released in the same year, make it this song, it really is a song about escaping, giving meaning to life. It's about reflection. Um, that is the danger that Mottram and Bleich talk about, that the art, in this case music, it's becoming an entertainment. And well, although if you search for the background of the creation of this popular song, you can find an interesting interview with the composer, and it's intriguing how he was inspired. You know, there is an old saying that nothing is new under the sun. And well, I think it's true. And in this case, Oldfield was inspired by classical composers, um, like Maurice Ravel, Hans-Joachim Roedelius, Béla Bartók, and Ígor Stravinski. I know this subject is really interesting, the way every person interprets a piece of music, the meaning each one gives to it, the type of language the composer uses to express a feeling, ideas, the reality, etc. And the way one song can become popular and be recognized in 1 second without knowing its true origin, the composer, and many things in the back. So to finish, I would like to say, based on Bleich and Mottram's ideas, that everything is made with everything. That the limit of it's making sense. That's the one thing that cuts the limit, and you understand something from your experience, and and you start to combine the different experiences, so you make sense of it. We need to remember that language is the key to understanding the formation of all social and political relations. It helps us to understand. So it doesn't matter if it's represented by a poem, a novel, a plastic art, a painting, or even a genre of music. Even if it's classified as popular or classical, it doesn't matter. It expresses something. The thing here is that even though you resemble this melody to a horror movie, it provokes you something. Mike Oldfield tries to explain a part of his life and the communication of an idea through music, and that's art. For some, it will be a diabolic song that provokes a jumpy feeling, or even, while others, for them it could be a top 10 hit, or a type of new age ambient, chill out type of music. But at the end, music, it's communication. So now you'll see a piece here of two different types of version of this song. And well, each how to say, each version is different and provokes different feelings. And if you see the videos, they're different. Well, I will leave the links to the pages I consulted, because they're very interesting. The interview with Oldfield, it's interesting. The video about his life, and well, about the life of the song. It's intriguing. I don't know. It's wonderful to know the background of something. And well, I really recommend you to see them. Well, thanks for your attention, and enjoy.